Michael, turning to you, I mean, now you get a perspective, I think a fairly unique perspective across the whole world and across all of the elements of the aviation industry, as I've mentioned before. I mean, how do you see things against the background of this current situation, and where do you see this issue standing right now if you take a broader view of the whole industry?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. It's true. I have a fairly unique perspective, as you say, on a global basis, and also with AdTag representing not just the airlines, but also the airports, the air traffic management organizations, and most of the major manufacturers of airframe and engine. And I'd echo what's been said previously. In the course of the past year, we've not seen any sense of any of those sectors stepping back. It's really been quite the contrary. It's been extremely rewarding, extremely positive to see the way that combined industry coalition has reaffirmed its commitments. And we published a report in September of 2020 called Waypoint 2050. Happy to go into that in a little bit of detail later on. But in essence, the whole industry reaffirmed the previous commitments. They reaffirmed the ambition to look even further into the future. But they also, for the first time, determined pathways to get there. And one point I wanted to make is why is that? Well, firstly, because we're an industry that takes these things seriously. We're an industry that's made these long-term commitments, and we want to follow through on that. But it's also because it's what we're hearing from our passengers. And there's been a number of passenger surveys conducted even during the course of the COVID crisis. The most recent IATA passenger survey said that 72% of traveller respondents, our passengers, believe that airlines have to commit to carbon reductions on a massive scale. So that number is going up. I think there's going to be more and more pressure and more of our passengers asking us to drive ahead with these programs. And you've heard the examples from Jonathan, from Anne. We hear them almost on a weekly basis, new environmental commitments, new projects, and it's really rewarding to see that.
Great, okay. And Nancy,